Well, hi food friends, it's Kevin.
Hi Kevin, I'm Ralph over here behind the camera.
And it's a hot, steamy July morning already. It's 10 o'clock and it's hot.
That doesn't keep us from wanting to eat.
No, it doesn't. And it's just after the 4th of July. We're going to a cookout and we don't like to go empty-handed, so we're going to bring a nice dessert. And this is a bread pudding, and bread pudding's got a million variations. This one we're making today features something called RumChata. And you can see this is horchata with rum, basically.
Horchata is a Mexican, refreshing Mexican drink that's a rice drink with cinnamon and sugar and sweet and delicious. Goes well with spicy food.
And it's very great with Mexican food. And our friend Jennifer turned us on to, thank you Jennifer, turned us on to this liqueur.
And the recipe.
And Ralph bought me a big bottle for my birthday, and we're putting it to good use. So with any bread pudding, what we're doing is we're starting with bread that is sort of dry a little bit, you know, kind of stale. And you can use, we have this kind of this rustic loaf that's been around that we wanted to finish off. And we're going to cut this up, you can see, into, you know, cubes like this. And then we're going to add our liquid ingredients. So I'm going to finish getting this cut up, and we'll be back and put it all together and get it in the oven. We're making RumChata bread pudding.
With blueberries.
With fresh Michigan blueberries.
Fresh Michigan blueberries, early this season, and Nancy in the background.
We're making our kind of our custard for our bread pudding. I've got 4 eggs here. And custard is always milk and eggs for sure. So we're going to put in a cup of milk to our eggs. Got that, Ralph?
Yeah.
Now, our RumChata. I think this is good served chilled if you're just drinking it straight. I think Ralph put a little in his coffee this morning.
I like it warm. Or not, I like it room temperature. But yeah, I tend to like things not too extreme, too cold or too hot.
So we've got a cup of RumChata.
A little for you, a little for me.
So in that goes. And you know, in addition, it's to the rum, it's going to give it some nice flavor with cinnamon and other spices. I'm going to put in a little vanilla, a teaspoon.
Sometimes bread pudding has whiskey in it anyway, right? And
yeah, or a whiskey sauce. And I'm going to put in a little bit more cinnamon here. Oh, maybe about a half a teaspoon. Okay.
How much RumChata did you put in?
A cup.
Oh, okay.
A cup of RumChata and a cup of eggs. So we're going to get this whisked.
Cup of milk.
Oh, I'm sorry, a cup of milk.
Thanks, Marianne.
And we're going to get this whisked together here. Don't make too much of a mess.
It's hard for you.
Well, it's hard to do this sitting down, actually. And
Kevin's sitting down because he's injured.
Well, I'm recovering from surgery, and I completely tore my Achilles tendon, and I had to have it surgically reattached. So, but you know, like the song says, I'll get by with a little help from my friends. So, thank God for Sister and Ralph. Okay.
I can smell it. It smells really good.
There we go. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So, that's all whisked together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put in, well, we probably got about 4 cups of bread here. And we're also going to take a cup of fresh Michigan blueberries. And the blueberry season is just starting here in Michigan.
We went to the Croswell Blueberry Farm, which is just a sweet little town near Lexington, Michigan, where we are now.
And so what I'm going to do is we're going to let this sit. I'm going to kind of submerge the bread in here, and then we're going to walk away
and just let it
about
soak.
5 minutes.
Let it soak and do its thing, and that's why the bread needs to be a day old or dried out and get a little air in it so that it can absorb.
Like a sponge. And so I'm going to put this aside. We'll get cleaned up, and then we'll get our baking pan prepared. We're preheating the oven to 350 degrees.
This is your 54
Frigidaire. So we're at 350 degrees, and we'll be back to get our RumChata bread pudding in the oven.
It's not hot enough. Let's make the kitchen hotter.
Okay, here we are. Take a look at our bread. You can see how soaked up it is with that wonderful custard. So I've got an 8x8 kind of baking dish here that's been sprayed with Pam. And we're just going to put all this in here. Spread it out.
That looks pretty easy.
Okay.
It's like a baked French toast with fresh fruit.
And
so you just want to distribute it all?
Well, kind of. The blueberries sort of go their own way, but we're going to put it in. That custard will bake up and around all the bread. Okay. So, there we have it. Again, 350 degrees in the oven. And in it goes. So we will come back in about, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes and check on it. So it has been about 40 minutes, and let's see what we, looky here. That's
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Look at that.
Nice and toasty. I think you checked it a little bit earlier and then put it back to make sure it got a nice toast on it. So
and you can see the blueberries, a lot of them have kind of busted up. Now you could use raisins if you didn't have blueberries, or you don't have to put fruit in it, but
almost looks like a cobbler.
We had these wonderful fresh blueberries, so we wanted to use them.
They created almost a juice themselves, didn't they?
Yeah, just from them baking. And so there it is. Now we're going to let this cool. What would be real nice is you can dust it with some powdered sugar afterwards. Also great to serve warm with ice cream. Out of this world. That's, I think, probably how we're going to do it, Ralph?
Yeah.
But there it is. So we took our RumChata. Thank you, Jen, for the tip on this and the recipe. And we took some stale bread and we put it to good use. RumChata bread pudding.
Can't wait.
So, you could also make this with Kahlua or Irish cream or another kind of liqueur if you wanted to. Or, of course, you know what? If you don't like to use a liqueur, you could just substitute the amount of liquor for
like a
milk.
Cream? Or milk or cream or something?
Yeah. So that's another way, or cream. So anyways, it smells great. Can't wait to dig in. Thanks for being a part of this one.
It's going to be a hit at the cookout.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Bye now.